We go in here, we take all the potions. And this one, and time to go. Now, we should be able to do this for 30 floors, despite that probably taking a really long time. See, I wanted the speed boost because I'm fast right now, but I'm not that fast. I'm really picky about it. Mobs over here. Yes, there are mobs over here. Oh, but to continue, if we start from like the first episode, there's some like stupid things in there. But the thing is that they're really honestly stupid because of the second movie. So like some of the ideas from the first movie are good on their own. The first sequel of Star Wars are good on their own. But then in the second one, they are screwed up. Because I know there's different directors and everything, but like you guys should have just taken a break. Because the first one was already good enough people were willing to watch the second one. But, oh, what they should have done, they should have just taken a little bit. They should have, like, Snoke being dead was honestly good. The one thing from the first movie I think was just utterly stupid was having Han die. Why did they want everybody to die in all the movies? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Why does everybody need to die in all the movies? The only one that would have actually made sense for them to have die would be Leia, because the actual actor for Leia died around the making of the second movie. So, like, they could have worked that in, because in the second one, they could have just had her actually die, because in the second one, you have Kylo standing there, like an idiot, or not standing there, flying there on his ship. He's about to kill Leia, senses Leia, and it's like, I don't want to do that. But then she gets blown up, and then she survives, which is so dumb. Because I wish she would have been like, Leia dies. Kylo's like, holy crap, what have I done? I killed my mother. Because if we're being honest, a lot of times for characters, when they kill their mother, mothers, it has like a harder strain on them than their fathers, because I feel like Han dying wasn't, like, really didn't do much. Of course, honestly, all three of them were just like, no emotion or like continuity in any of them. But there wasn't, like, you could have had Leia die, and then he's like questioning everything, and then he kills Snoke. Maybe Snoke like mentioned it's his mother or something, or just keeps up, like, you keep up the same thing, because maybe he blames Snoke for his mom's death. So mom's dead, Leia's dead. Like, that would have worked out, and you could have still had Han alive or something. And then you should have just not have, like, well, honestly, if anything, Luke should not have been like that. Everything with those movies are dumb. But if we're keeping with Luke being stupid, the whole thing, honestly, the whole second movie is just horrible. They could have had it where something else was different. It's just, anytime I try to think of this, I just think of any other thing with the movie. Because all of them are bad. I can't. Like, you can't find a good workaround of keeping some of these characters. Because it's like, you guys should have had, like, Rey and Finn. And had them be, like, honestly, if we're leaving it the second movie the way it, like, with, let's say, Han is dead. Han Solo's dead. Unfortunately, that's just how they do it. They kill off Leia. What they could have had is not had the Asian girl, because she just did, like, nothing to the plot, and then just made it, like, very stupid, because Finn's sitting there, like, contemplating life, basically, and then had it where, like, Rey and Finn actually, have some character development, because if we're being honest, Kylo and Rey were more like sibling rivalry. Like, you're like, oh, you're my brother, like, well, you need to die, because you're that's what it seems like. It's like sibling rivalry, or just like a full-blown just rivalry in like a really good way that you can do with character in a good way, but no, they didn't. They should have left it that way and not had to make out in the third movie. That's where I'm saying the third movie should go, is you should have focus. Like, Kylo is basically, like, he's just all over the place. Great. You have, I guess we say Luke dies too, even though that scene is so stupid. Yeah, I just dumb. She's like, Kylo's like just an idiot. But you have all that happen, and you just focus on the third movie, not have Palpatine or something, have some like actually good villain, or not even have Palpatine, just have it between. Honestly, I think that's so dumb that they do have Palpatine in there. They could have had like maybe Kylo is going out of his way, and like you know that girl, the stormtrooper with like the metal thing. Maybe that one, she could have, like, done something, and I think it would be cooler if, honestly, if, like, he left the first, like, he's still part of the First Order, but he's leaving, basically, because he's an idiot, and, he runs over to the space planet to find the map to the whatever thing. But maybe it's, like, there's some other reason. I think it'd be cool, like, I like the idea of him, running around, and maybe the First Order is about to destroy the Resistance. Or maybe the First Order is about to do something else. Like, if the First Order gets the artifact of whatever thing it was, then they could have the fleet enough power to destroy everything. And then it would be between Kylo and Rey to, like, not allow that to happen. And Rey would have to convince Kylo in some form to actually do that. And it'd be cool and epic. Blah, blah, blah. But you have, like, the focus on Kylo, Ren, and Rey, and Finn. Like, Kylo and Rey literally just being, rivals. And then maybe Finn being out there. And, they... Like, it just would make so much more sense. But no. I don't know. There's so many things wrong with Star Wars right now. It's like Pirates. Like, if you go to the Pirates series, like the first three, they're great on their own. They left it for 4 years, and you got to sit there for 4 years with a really good trilogy. I'm sure people didn't realize it as well as back then, but at the same time they could have, based on how I've seen people that were born around that time. They play those musics constantly. But I know they're iconic and everything. I'm just being a turd. But, like, people like those movies. Oh, and my potions ran out. And all those movies were really good. Like the first three. And then you made a fourth one for me. And then, however many years later, you made a fifth one for me. It's like, did you guys not learn anything from those movies? Like, honestly, if you're thinking about, there's all the trilogies and stuff. Well, Star Wars is practically, like, I know it's one of those things that's never gonna die. Yes, it's like Marvel and DC. Despite DC's stupidity, DC's never gonna die. They have so many things back them. But without that, like, you guys could look at the Pirates. They have a trilogy of their own. Those first 3 movies, they worked out well. You guys see that the last 2 sucked because they weren't really thought out. And they weren't, thought out all the way through all 3 movies. Which, technically the first Pirates isn't. But it worked out anyway. Because the next 2 were thought out. And it uses, basically, I know they're not necessarily connected, but they're connected enough in such a way where it's the same characters and they're progressing more as characters. Like, it's kind of like how characters usually find each other and get to know each other in the first movie. So you have, like, Back to the Future, you get to... That's not a good example, actually. Here's a good example. Avengers. They are getting to know each other. That is actually a really good example. They're not that good of friends yet. None of them know each other, but then you get to Age of Ultron. And in the second movie, they're working together to fight the common good, and they're more or less united as a team. That's what you're trying to get at. And that's why, like, Pirates, those first three work. If the Pirates were going to go again, they needed to have a fully fledged, like, 2 to 3 movies that are actually planned together and not just, like, out of place. That's what Star Wars could have learned, is that they needed to do that and have all three and not just try to wing some random plot that probably isn't going to work because you guys didn't really think it out or just plan it out well enough. That's why I love the Back to the Future movies, because you got, like, the first one. Here's a good example. Literally, it's Pirates, the exact same Pirates thing, but, like, less sure of itself. The first Back to the Future was supposed to just be a single movie, and then you had the other two that were filmed around the same time. Technically, that didn't happen with Pirates, but it's close enough where, like, they came out the year after each other. And those movies work because, the first one establishes the characters and the universe that is there, and then the other two are basically made to complement what was established together and made a really good movie from it. So that's why, like, the second and third Back to the Futures complement each other, and the second and third Pirates complement each other very well. But again, you don't have to necessarily do that. You could do something along the lines of, How to Train Your Dragon or something, where, all 3 movies came out within, like, a 4-year time span of each other. Which would be a great example for Star Wars, to be honest. That's what they should have done, is they should have done something like that, because guess what? How to Train Your Dragon had a series in between several of the movies, and it worked. When you do Kung Fu Panda, like, the first 3 movies were pretty good, but then as you can see, the 4th one really sucked because it was not planned out well enough. So, again, it's like, you really just have to sit there and, think more or less about what you are making instead of just trying to, like, wing some stuff. You gotta actually have some, like, plot. You gotta think ahead. And I love movies with, like, actual plot, like, even just single movies. To be honest, it's easy with one movie to make a really good plot and everything. Like, to do, example being the Midnight Shyamalan, those movies are great because he's able to do so much within one movie, usually, excluding, the trilogy he made. But, like, he does so much with those. But it's even harder to try to plan out through multiple movies. That's why it's like, dude, here's a good example. You make your first movie to establish the characters, and then you use the next 2 to basically complement each other. Maybe it's not necessarily some united villain like it was with the Pirates, but you could have 2 separate villains with, like, Back to the Future 2. It is, of course, it's not that too good of an example, but you can act like these 2 are different characters. It's Biff, and then it's Biff's cowboy grandfather is the 3rd movie's Biff. I was like, those work out because there's 2 separate characters. Or here's an example of Kung Fu Panda that does it. It kind of works out because the first one establishes the universe and everything, and then you have other things that happen within the next 2 movies. Actually, that is a pretty good example. The first one really does establish the universe and, like, what exists, and then the second and third one really try to work with it by making new villains. Pretty good. So, I think trilogies honestly worked out pretty well with movies, but not all movies. It's just, I love Back to the Future and everything, and those work. There's some movies where it's like you have too much stuff. Like Star Wars is definitely one where, it just didn't work. And people were ready, or people weren't ready. People were desperate for more actual Star Wars content. And then they got a first one which was okay enough to where people, just accepted it, even if it did have some errors. People didn't care because they just wanted a Star Wars movie at the time, and then you needed to work from that with the second one. It gave you the money, it gave you the time, and then you released something in 2017, 2 years after the other one. You guys could have very much taken the time to do it. Of course, the same could be said about Pirates. You'd have to release it a year after or something. So there's just things that everybody needs to work on, I guess. It's hard to make a movie, but it's like, oh, what the heck? Not this guy. I hate these guys. Oh, what the heck? There's a bigger one. What the heck? Oh, you definitely need potions for this. Dang. And I got a bunch of gems. I don't even need any of this. I need, like, my crafting to be faster. That's it. And my potions are about to run out, and that is not going to end that well for me. I need to go. Okay, now I gotta actually focus and try to get this done within, like, timely manner. But there's another mini boss. No. There's a lot of gems. Can't even see my character. This is crazy. What the heck? Come on. Oh, I got it. Oh, yes. Holy crap, that was too close. That was way too close. But I'll be right back once. I about just forgot to turn my mic on. I totally would have just sat there with my mic off for like 5 minutes. Why do you get so many thunder strikes? I don't know why you get so many of these. And then poison. We should have all 4. You know what I want to turn up? I want to turn up the music and turn this down. Then you can't hear anything. Wait, there's just no music. What the heck? What the? Oh, that's so dumb. What? Oh, I didn't realize you could turn off item notifications. No, that is so stupid. Oh, man, I hate that. You have to have that. I wanted to hear the music, just the music. But you can't just do that. Oh my gosh, this is chaotic. Okay, this is way more chaotic than I was expecting. I can't even see my cursor. And I was gonna like casually talk about like random movie stuff because I just know a bunch of random movies and then have fun with that. That's not happening, is it? There's not even damaging it. Oh my god. I actually run out of time on this one. There's 10 enemies left. What the heck? I was trying to get to 430. Come on, man. I don't have to sit here for like a million years. Where is the one singular... Oh, there it is. Oh, it was one of the... Okay, it was like 415, right? I didn't realize we were on 415. That makes a little more sense. Okay. We still only gotten one kill, which is one we got from killing the boss. I don't even think I got it from killing the boss. I think I crafted the wrong boss summons. Which really sucks. 45? Why is there 45? Oh my gosh, this is chaotic. What fort did this say we were on? Again? What? I should just, like, turn on just the, Forager soundtrack for this and put it on loop. It's so chaotic sounding. Ah! No! I don't actually want to die either. I think you get kicked out of this place if you die. I can't kill these things fast enough either. I guess it is true. I guess my damage does need to be increased. That probably would have been a good idea for the spirit orb. I just wish these things reached further, because they really don't reach that far. They stop at a certain point, so you end up kind of not being able to kill those enemies that are lower than you. I'm trying to kill all the smaller enemies. Or not all the smaller enemies, the bigger enemies, so then, and I just hit the bottom again. I should, like, turn off the hotbar or something. Okay, this is great. This is good, actually. We're making it with still a minute to spare. And no, we're not. Where's the, like, one enemy left? Oh, okay, apparently it died. That was way too chaotic for my liking. Thunderstorms, what? Oh, there's thunderstorms nearby. I thought it would be fun. Thunderstorms on New Year's, that would be... Oh, we had that happen a couple of times. I had it on Christmas once, where like, there's thunderstorms on Christmas. I had thunderstorms on 4th of July several times, actually. But that was just because, you know, we lived out in the middle of nowhere. Why did those guys die so quickly? Do I need to group all the enemies up? Is that what it is? Do I do better when they're all grouped up? Oops, there's no enemies over there. Maybe that's why. Maybe I just do better damage when the enemies are grouped up. I really thought I was just going to be able to do this really easily. So I wasn't, like, gonna fret anything. I just had potions, and that's what I was gonna focus on. No. No potions were nothing. Crap, dude. Why are you not firing down either? I don't get you. Do you actually do anything useful? Like this, it looks like you're useful, but it doesn't seem like you're actually that useful. This fireball should be really doing more damage to these guys, but they're really not. Oh, how did you not die? Okay, let's think we still have at least one enemy left every single time, which is pretty good. And that was the last enemy. Okay. Ah, no. Well, I can eat one of my million zillion fish. I don't even know where the portal is. Was not paying attention. Okay, let's hope we can do this one. And there's 45 enemies. Yep, we're totally making this. Nope. Well, that didn't do that much, did it? And I think I'm gonna run out of time before I even finish this, because I can't move. I hate this game. Sometimes just doesn't allow you to move. I don't know if I'm frozen or not. Still can't see my cursor. Uh-oh. I think I'm gonna die. My potion time is gonna run out, isn't it? Unless we can kill all these bigger enemies. Okay, wait, we may actually survive. Ah, nope. Nope. Oh, there's two in here. Little turds. You need to die, you need to die, you need to die, you need to die. Come on, quickly. There's still 6 enemies left. Oh, there's one right here. Okay, great. Now it's just some random enemies. See, look. You, like, can't move a certain direction sometimes. It's really weird. There's one all the way down here. There. Okay. That wasn't that bad, actually. I'm really worried about 430. It's just gonna be an excessive amount of mobs and not actually, like... Well... It is... Well, this seems like a combination of excessive amount of mobs and... just... And it, like... harder, kind of? Because those... See, look. Again, I couldn't move. It's like you sit here and you try to walk sometimes. Like if you reach the border or something in Minecraft and you just walk on the side of the border. Oh, what is that? I think I've seen that before, actually. 47. Yep, that... Maybe I'm getting frozen, I just can't tell. Ah, I wish this had longer reach. Oh my gosh, what the heck? What is this? I think that guy just absorbed all of my... He did. He just absorbed it all. And the game is starting to lag. The game is starting to... What the heck, dude? This is so obsessive. Oh, it is. I am getting frozen. Okay. It's just really hard to see. 74? 71? 69? 67 is crazy. Oh, that didn't even do anything. I'm gonna die. I can't even eat. We're gonna run out of time. What the heck? The last one was not as bad as this. Oh my gosh, it's like they multiply. And it causes the game to lag. Horribly. Like, it's not even my projectile. Projectiles don't lag at a game like this. Oh my gosh. I'm not expecting this to be that excessive. Oh my gosh, there's more! There's so many more! Okay, that actually did it. It did something good. No! There's like 3 enemies left. 5, 4, 1. Where is it? Oh my gosh, we did last second. 6 seconds left. 6. Game. Where is the screenshot on this stupid game? I don't even know what it is. That wasn't the screenshot on. Holy crap. There's not a buff I can give myself. Huh. Well, I guess we're screwed on whatever next floor is. The next floor is, uh-huh. 55. What the heck was that? Why was it this, why is this level so much less hard? Why was the previous level like that? Now I don't want to go to level 30. I really don't. I feel like I just need, like, more demon scrolls or something. Oh my gosh, not more of these stupid balls. It's the fire projectiles. Their animation, like, causes horrible lag for the game. And then they spam out, like, 50 fire projectiles, too. Can you die? Can you die? And there's more of them up here. Let's just place a few of these. That actually does really good amount of damage. Okay. I actually don't even think the demon scrolls are that worth it. Because these do, they do like the electric shock and everything. Oh my gosh. More. Why are there so many more, dude? What the heck? Wait. Why is it going up? Oh. Oh. I think I'm causing, like... I'm causing more of them to spawn, aren't I? Oh, gosh. I totally am. What the heck? Uh-oh. I guess I don't know how the mobs work. I think the red mobs are spawning more of themselves or something? Which is so weird. Yeah, they are. Oh, man. I don't like this. It's still not working. It is still not working. Still 28 mobs left. Oh, you have to kill them, don't you? They don't despawn. Or maybe they do. Do they despawn? I don't feel like they despawn either. You should... Yeah, they don't despawn. Okay. Well. Died on 420. What the heck? Yeah, I'm not going back in there. Okay. That was very dumb. Just wasted, like, however many potions also. That is crazy.